welcome to my 48th video. Thank you so much for joining me if you are a return subscriber, or hello if you are new. My name's Adrina, I'm an Australian teacher and mum, currently on a break at the moment trying to figure out this whole Teacherpreneur online space, selling my teaching resources and Clipart on Teachers Pay Teachers and online. Now today's video is super special and close to my heart because we have finally made it to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I cannot deal. I am elated. I am really so grateful. I am so happy. I remember when I was younger watching videos saying I finally made it to 1,000 subscribers, and I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, well done to you, and just thinking like, oh my goodness, if I ever start a channel, could I get there? Could I do something like make it to that 1,000 mark? So I am just honestly just truly grateful, truly excited about this puzzle piece that has finally been unlocked. I did write a little post on my community tab. I'll show you here. So if you read that, awesome, and I will go through a little bit of those things that I mentioned in there. But basically just wanted to talk a little bit about the whole process of the YouTube thing, and also kind of just take you a little bit behind the scenes today, because it has been 2 weeks since I've kind of chatted to you guys, and just kind of fill you in on what's kind of been going on in my life really. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to do this video, and I'm just excited to share. It's going to be like literally just like word vomit but it's, I guess, also going to be just like real life as well. So first of all, let's just talk about the YouTube thing. So I started my YouTube channel on August 13th, my favorite number, I'm born on the 13th, 2021. And I remember actually that day, I was relief teaching at the time, or what you guys in America call subbing. We call relief teaching over here. And I remember that day I was waiting to be called in, because we have something where I'm from called Tracer, and basically they contact you on behalf of a school usually and call you in to whether you're available to work or not, and you accept or you decline the offer for if they're asking you to work. So school will go through Tracer usually, and they will call, the Tracer unit will call you and say, hi, are you available to work today in class? You know, in Mrs. Byford's class, it's a year 2-3 class. Would you like to, you know, work there today? And then you say yes or no, basically. A few weeks prior to this though, I had sort of my head flowing with ideas to start a YouTube channel, and I really kind of wanted to talk about Clipart, and I was like, is this something that I could do? But back to what I was about to say. So basically on August 13th, I was waiting to be called in by a school to work that day, but I said to myself, okay, if I do not get called in today, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. And I remember thinking that the night before, and I remember just thinking like, oh, kind of like, please don't call me in tomorrow because I want to start this YouTube channel. Because like at that point of time, my son was quite young at that point. I think he was only about 7 months old, and I was working around that time, like once every week if they called me in basically. And so yeah, on that August 13th, they didn't actually call me in. So I mean, in a way I was like kind of like, oh, you know, I've missed out that one working day for this week. But I remember just thinking, oh my gosh, okay, I've said to myself, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, so I'm going to do it. 13th my lucky number, let's do this. And so I started it that day, and then I just really kind of put my head down, and from there basically I remember just thinking, okay, if I can get to 100 subscribers, because they say the first 100 subscribers are usually really the hardest to get, and I do find that was pretty much the case as well. That first 100 was pretty hard, but in the same token, I think because the niche that I was targeting, because like the reason why I wanted to start Clipart was because prior to, obviously I had the however long selling on Teachers Pay Teachers, because I started in 2020. I didn't start my channel till 2021, but I had a little bit of knowledge on the Teachers Pay Teachers because I had my resource store to begin with. And I just remember thinking, okay, like I want to start Clipart, so then I started the Clipart thing, and I was looking for all this type of information. I couldn't find really much on Clipart, and I was like, you know what? If I'm looking for this, there's got to be people out there looking for this too, right? So why not me? Why not I be the one to do a YouTube video on a YouTube channel on Clipart? Like, let's do this. Let me help others, because if you know, so surely someone else out there is looking for it too, right? So I kind of went that direction, and I felt like that was more purposeful, because to me, this is not the first channel I've actually started. I did actually start, and I mentioned this in my community post, I did actually start a YouTube channel in 2017. So I graduated from my teaching degree in 2016, and in 2017, the beginning of 2017, before I actually started teaching, when we had our long summer break in like December, January, that is when I was like, okay, well, I'm working part-time at a jewelry store, but I've got extra days that I have off, so let me start this YouTube channel. And so I started a beauty YouTube channel to begin with, and I'll insert like, or maybe even I'll take you in a moment to show you like a bit of a video from that channel. So I started that channel, and I wanted to do beauty because I was really involved in like beauty. I loved makeup. I still love makeup, but I really kind of just wanted to try my luck out and just kind of see, and just as a little creative outlet for me while I was like having some time off, and before starting actually teaching. And so I was not consistent with that channel at all. I wasn't strategic with that channel at all. I had a few other random videos on there as well. So no wonder that one kind of didn't work. I felt like that one burnt me out a lot quicker, because there's a lot more involved when you do a beauty channel, for one, because it's like all the makeup, all the like, you have to really get everything organized, prep your face, do all this kind of stuff. So it was really exhausting in that way. But I loved obviously the makeup, so I did do a couple of videos, but I soon, like I said, I burnt out. And then I obviously started teaching full-time at that point. Now this was pre-baby, pre-kids, pre-mum life. So that was when I had all the time in the world to like do what I wanted to do. It's a little different these days, but that also makes me so much more prouder that, you know, I'm a mum in the early days of my, you know, motherhood journey, and I'm like trying to build something for myself as well. So anyway, so that, I just wanted to like speak on that because, you know, I'm coming into this channel having tried out another channel prior in 2017, obviously that like kind of flopping. I ended up getting up to 87 subscribers. But what I also wanted to kind of like speak on here was also the fact that when I approached this channel completely different than I did my other channel. And so I will speak about that, but there are just so many different things that I didn't know about prior to starting a YouTube channel and how strategic YouTube actually is. And so yeah, I just thought by the end, when I started this channel, I kind of felt like I was in it for the long haul when I mentally agreed to put myself out there on YouTube. I was like, okay, you know, if it takes me a year and a half, if it takes me 2 years, if it takes me whatever time it takes me, I'm going to plod along and I'm going to do this because this is giving me a little creative outlet while I am at home a lot of the time. You know, I do have a young child. We're in that season of life right now. So while I have little bits of time, I'm going to invest that energy to creating this channel and helping others out there to do kind of what I've been doing, I guess, or like to share my journey with this for anyone that is interested or anyone that is kind of wanting to know how to, you know, sell Clipart online, sell teaching resources online. And so yeah, I just remember when I started that, I was like, okay, I'm in it for the long haul, so it doesn't really matter how long it takes me. I know I'll get there. I just got to keep pushing on. I just got to keep going. So from August to December, I was hoping that like over that 4 months that I would hopefully get to 100 subscribers. That's all I was hoping for the first year, if even possible. Like I just thought, let's see if I can get to 100 subscribers and let's just like see how I go. But I just gotta make sure I put the effort in and kind of upload consistently and just see how things go in that way. Now, mind you, I was strategic in the early days, and I will speak on that in a moment, but by the end of the year, I had like 366 subscribers, and I was like, wow, okay, there is something that people are wanting to learn from me. I was like, okay, this is great. Like, I only had my goal to be 100 by the end of the year, and I've surpassed that, and I was so shocked actually, and so happy that, you know, I made it that far. The reason why it's also kind of shocking and surprising is because this niche that I'm in, I guess, Teachers Pay Teachers / Clipart, I remember before actually starting my channel, because I knew there was no one out there, as far as I know, that was like recently posting at least. I know there was one that I kind of came across but hadn't posted a video for a very long time, but it wasn't kind of exactly sharing how to sell on Teachers Pay Teachers or how to like create the clip art as such. So that wasn't exactly the same kind of channel, but I just remember there's no one out there at the moment, as far as I know, as far as I've looked, because I have looked, and that I was literally looking for someone to kind of get information from, but no one had started like a Teachers Pay Teachers clip art channel. I was like, okay, let me see if I can fill a gap in the market like you do on TPT. If there's a gap in the market, there's either two different things that it could be. Either one, no one's literally interested, or you're onto something because there's no one filling that gap. So I thought to myself, you know what, yeah, why not me? Yeah, so I thought to myself, let's put my positive, optimistic mindset on and think, you know, why not me? Like, I might not know everything, but, you know, I've been doing this for a couple months now, so I might be one step ahead of someone out there that's wanting to know this information. So I'm going to help them out, and hopefully if, you know, people like me, then they'll subscribe. And so that's kind of just the mindset that I had going forward with this. And so I think because very targeted niche like clip art and Teachers Pay Teachers, but one thing with the whole clip art thing, because it's sort of like in the creative field in a way, that also has potential to draw other creatives, so not just Teachers Pay Teachers sellers, but other creatives that are just wanting to learn clip art or just wanting to see the journey that I'm kind of on. So that's another maybe audience that I could also hone in on, not just the Teachers Pay Teachers audience. But I know that a lot of you guys do have your own stores that watch me, and a lot of you guys are from America that watch me. And I guess that's one difference too that I have about my channel, that I'm from Australia. And like I said before in some of my other videos, like a lot of my friends don't even know about Teachers Pay Teachers. Like, I remember talking to one of my friends and she was like, oh, so like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, you know, I'm just like starting this Teachers Pay Teachers thing, like doing this online stuff, selling clip art and whatever. She's like, oh, what's that? Like, I've never heard of that. So yeah, there's a lot of people that still in Australia don't really know about Teachers Pay Teachers. So, and that's from speaking to teachers that I've worked with in the past. So that's kind of been interesting. And so I guess me coming onto the YouTube scene, it's like, who's this Australian girl making clip art? What's she doing? So I guess people kind of just a little bit interested to kind of see that. But what I was gonna just kind of share little bits of wisdom. Oh my gosh, this is getting really long, this video. But what I just kind of want to kind of share a little bit of wisdom about if you are thinking of like doing a YouTube channel. So the mindset I kind of had going into that was like, I do watch Think Media, so they're obviously a big player in the YouTube education space, so definitely recommend Think Media as like a guiding force to if you're wanting to learn YouTube or start a YouTube. But I remember in one of their podcasts or one of their video episodes, they said, I think they advised the YouTube algorithm doesn't even take you seriously until you post at least 35 videos. And that is one of the reasons why in my videos, when I start off my videos, I say welcome to my however many videos. I was doing that so I, like in my own head, like that's just how I work. In my own head, I was like, okay, welcome to this number of videos. So each number, I was like, okay, this is my, so when I reflect back on it, I know how many YouTube videos I've done. Now, you'll notice if you actually look at my total videos, because I have YouTube Shorts included in my video total, I have more than what my long form videos say. But basically, when I say welcome to this amount of videos, it's how many long form videos. I don't include my shorts because my shorts are just like little little videos are just like the behind the scenes, if you want to know a little bit extra about like behind the scenes kind of thing of my life. Whereas the longer form YouTube videos like this one basically just kind of share with you guys what's what, like teaching you tips and, you know, just sharing my journey with you guys basically. So that is one of the key things that I remember sticking in my head, like literally 35 videos until the algorithm even takes you seriously. And it's basically saying that YouTube wants you to show them that you can be consistent, that you do have value, that you can continue to post on their platform. And so that's where a lot of people do get discouraged, and that's what happened with me in my very first channel. Not that I got discouraged, I just kind of got burnt out quickly, because when you're doing something, what I'm doing now, it takes a lot of time, it takes editing, and if you're not getting any kind of compensation back in, even if that's not money at first, even if that's just like views, if no one's watching your videos, it can be really disheartening in the beginning. Like it can be, it really is. And because you put yourself out there, you energetically, you know, and vulnerably put yourself out there for others to basically critique, judge, watch. And so it can be like kind of very nerve-wracking at the beginning as well. And so people get very disheartened when, you know, maybe they've only had 1 or 2 views on a video where they spend like 4 or 5 hours filming or, you know, putting together, editing, all that stuff. So like, it is definitely a switch in the mind shift to know that this is long term. And if you have that switch and you know that it's a long haul, kind of like TPT, and I think that selling on TPT and learning TPT first, well not first because like I said, I started my channel in 2017, but having the knowledge from Teachers Pay Teachers to like know that it's a long game, it's very similar to YouTube. And so I kind of applied those understandings or knowledge into YouTube as well, knowing that, okay, whether it takes me, you know, a year and a half, 2 years, like in my head, I was actually thinking it was going to take me 2 years to get like 1,000 subscribers. Now, I just want to point out at the moment, I'm not currently monetized, because what basically happens, and if you read my post, community post, you have no notice unless you already know this because you are like an avid YouTube watcher. Basically, to be able to become monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers, 2, 4,000 watch hours. So that's a lot of hours for someone to watch your videos. And besides that, they've made it now too, it has to be in a period of 365 days. Now, from what I understand, because this kind of was a bit confusing to me, 365 days, like, does that mean as soon as you go over that 365 days that you have to start again with your watch hours? I don't think so. It's kind of still confusing to me, but as far as I know, the watch hours still apply. So if you go over that 365 days, you just have to make sure that over the next 365 days that you accumulate 4,000. I could be wrong with that. It is a little bit confusing. I will clarify that in my actual monetization video once I actually become monetized. But basically at the moment, so I've reached my 1,000 subscribers puzzle piece, and so that's ticked now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'm just waiting now to actually reach the 4,000 watch hours. So I'm just going to quickly check how many hours I actually have real quick so I can tell you. So I've just checked my watch hours and I've got 3,747 watch hours from people. So I need 4,000. So I'm not far away. So it might be, I don't know, maybe by the end of this month there will be a chance of me unlocking the monetization feature. And then, so I probably won't actually, I don't know, maybe even get monetized until August or something like that. So it will, June, July, yeah, August maybe. So we'll see how that goes, because what they have to do is you have to sign up. Once you are applicable, then you have to sign up to the like YouTube AdSense partner program, and that can take a little while. And then YouTube apparently, if you are monetized, won't actually pay you out until you get over like $100 in revenue. And so that's a whole nother video, and I will definitely fill you guys in on that, because obviously on this channel I like to be transparent about those kind of things when I can be. And I just wanted to like, yeah, share this journey with you guys too, because I want to look back on this and be like, I remember in those early days kind of what happened. And I just want to like say, you know, I've just been really surprised and shocked that, you know, I've made it to at least 1,000 subscribers sooner than I ever thought. And I think, again, some of those things that are attributed to that is filling a gap in the market. I'm pretty niche. I am Clipart. I am from Australia, so that makes me a little bit different. So a lot of the Teachers Pay Teachers YouTube channels are American. I'm the only one that's an Australian one in the Clipart field as far as I can see as a YouTube channel. And also, being strategic also has helped me with this. So when I say strategic, what I mean is, like on TBT, I'm going to spill the secrets now, you guys, if you're wanting to know. On TBT, this is at least what I can put it down to. So on TBT, we know that to be able to optimize a listing, we need to really work on your SEO, which is your search engine optimization, which basically means how someone can be able to come to find you. Now, the great thing about YouTube and Google is I'm pretty sure Google owns YouTube, or is it the other way around? YouTube owns Google? They're a part of a package, basically, YouTube and Google. So when I was creating like titles for my YouTube videos, I would think about what would someone be looking at, not even someone, like what did I want to know about Clipart? What did I want to search when I was, you know, looking for this information on YouTube? Because there are lots of different people that like to learn differently. Like I said in my community post, I've been watching YouTube since I was probably literally like 12 years old, maybe 13. But I remember I've always loved YouTube since I started watching YouTube. I've been on the platform for many, many years. And the reason why I chose, I guess, YouTube over something like Instagram is because of the longevity of what YouTube allows. So YouTube's algorithm works differently to social media in the way of Instagram, and for me, that's just the way I'm someone that likes to ramble. As you can see, this video is like 20 something minutes long already. And so for me to get my point across, like I need a little bit of space to be able to get that across. So that is why that's why I think I prefer YouTube, because I can kind of express myself a little bit easier. And not to say I won't have Instagram, but I don't have it right now. I've really just chosen my one platform to be YouTube, and I'm really kind of just giving that my all for now until in the future when I'm ready to have another little platform to kind of go on to. So basically what I just wanted to say is just share this journey. So it took me from August 13th, 2021 to June 30th, 2022. So about 10.5 months, I think that is. And that's how long it took me. So 10.5 months to gain the 1,000 subscribers. Now, when I was saying about the strategic SEO purposes, also another thing, a tip for you, this is what I found has worked for me, but this is something that I would just naturally did anyway without even knowing it really. I like to expand in detail in my descriptions as much as I kind of can. And so when you're doing your YouTube videos, make sure you do expand in your description. So don't just write, check out this video, hope you enjoy it. You know, don't just write that. Expand and use your keywords also, just like you do on TPT. Use your keywords within your descriptions, because what happens is when people are searching that can also then appear as someone searching for that. YouTube will also recommend that in on a Google search, and you might come up as one of the first video suggestions, especially if you're in a niche like mine that has not had a lot of people in it. You might be one of those people that come up in the search quicker or on that first page, which is kind of what you want. And so I think that's kind of what has helped as well. And I guess just mindset shift as well, just knowing that you're in it for the long haul. And yeah, there's so many things. If you'd like me to do another video, this is getting way too long. I do apologize. I'm just too excited to share my YouTube journey with you. And I was just even wondering to myself, I wonder who my 1,000th subscriber is going to be. And I was actually I'm just so happy that person left a comment. So Be Made in Brazil, hello, thank you so much for leaving all those wonderful positive comments on my channel. I really do appreciate that, and it was just so cool that you actually commented saying, I'm your 1,000th subscriber. So I appreciate that you let me know about that. So thank you. And thank you to everyone else that even has subscribed to me. I really appreciate that. That is literally my goal. I don't have any other subscribing goals besides that first 1,000. That is like anything onwards from this now is honestly truly just a blessing and just amazing. I don't like, of course, the idea of like having a silver subscribe plate, if that's what you call them, that would be amazing, that would be incredible, but that is not something that like is in my immediate goals right now. I am just super thrilled and I'm so content with my little community of, well, growing community of 1,000 subscribers. I just appreciate you guys and I'm just grateful that you're coming along with the journey. And if you would like me to make, because I think I could like literally word vomit more about YouTube. If you want me to do a video about kind of some tips on how, I guess, this whole YouTube thing works, then I'm more than happy to do that. But I know it's not kind of really, I guess, what my audience is really looking into, probably. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you'd like me to do a video. I might do one I might do one. I'll see. Okay, so now all of that is off my chest about YouTube and being so grateful and thankful. I just want to basically chill now. And like let you guys in on kind of what has been going on in my life. If you've made it this far, oh my goodness, like you are a VIP. You are a VIP member. So basically, I just want to talk about, so I've had a few little things going on in June. June was super busy for me. So first of all, when June came along, it was really weird because this is like just going to be a mini story, but when June came along, I was like, you know what? I need to do something a little bit different in my business. I need to do something a bit differently energetically. Now, just hear me out for a minute because I'm going to test or challenge your ideas or thinking here, because I came across a video speaking about like mindset shifts, abundance, and just like money as well. And I know for a lot of people, this is kind of going to be like airy-fairy, but I've always kind of been someone that has always had a very optimistic nature. Like that is just who I am through and through. Like something bad happens, I'm like, okay, let me see what did I learn from this? What is the lesson here? You know, even if I can't see it at the moment, I've always been optimistic, you know, and I've had certain things in my life where I'm like, wow, like I handled that pretty well, considering that part of my life. And so anyway, with that, I just felt like I was putting myself in a position where energetically I was living in like a scarcity mindset, and I don't want to, and I know that this is like my default, and I know that this goes back into like childhood and stuff like that, but I know my default in some ways, especially when it comes to finance, is scarcity in a certain degree. I'm not going to go into the whole nitty-gritty of it or anything like that, but I will say like I wanted to change that energetically, and like I said, I came across a video and it was really like insightful. It's something that I've known for a while about having this mindset shift, and actually there are a few Teachers Pay Teachers podcasts that speak on this too, and I'm like, yes, I hear you. And I was like, okay, you know what, I've heard this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. What is this way of thinking? What is this way of, how can I do this? How can I be in an abundant mindset? How can I like flip the switch and think more abundantly and think more like energetically, not energetically positive, but energetically abundant when it comes to finances. So I just really started, I guess, rewording or reprogramming my words, my own self-talk in my mind to say the things that I remember this video saying. And I'll try and like actually link that video if you want to go watch it. Okay, yeah, so this is the video that I watched, and it said, this is the video, it's by Bria Jones, and so this is the title of the video that kind of like drew me in. I had my first 6-figure month using an abundance mindset. Here's how. And so like in the little title on her thumbnail, what the rich don't tell you. So I thought, okay, interesting. Let's kind of see what this is about. And there were so many like gold nuggets in that video. Girl, if you're watching this, I don't think you ever watch this, but Bria, you did an amazing job on that video, and I'm just like, okay, let me invite the world to let me try this abundance mindset. And you guys, I don't want to be weird or anything, but like literally, I don't know, a few days after, you know, I received an opportunity and I was like, are you for real? Are you actually serious? Like, after I had like for those couple of days, I'd been like putting in my head, okay, you know what? Money is energy. I'm not scared of money. I welcome money. Money comes easily to me. Money flows easily to me. And I just started reframing that when I was going to think about a negative version of a scarcity way of money. I would try and reframe that and be like, okay, get that out of your head. You know, energetically, you need to align yourself to what you want to attract energetically. And like I said, I can't even explain it as well as this girl did. So if you want to know a little bit about this abundance mindset, just check that video out. And so anyway, I've just been kind of like, it's been kind of a bit weird, honestly, like trying to like embed it into my life. And so, you know, we all have a different money story. We all have different like upbringings of money. We have different ideas of how we value money, how we spend money. We just have all different money stories. My money story is a little interesting, and I know that through my upbringing, it was very seasonal and it was very, yeah, I didn't get taught the whole money spiel. And I know that a lot of other people out there haven't either. So, but what I do know is I want to get better and I want to be able to attract that way of being. So anyway, that's a lot to say. That's a lot to process. But basically, yeah, change that mindset shift, got presented an opportunity, and I was actually super surprised and shocked that how quickly, whether that be coincidental, I don't know. I'm going to continue on with this abundance mindset and I'll let you know how it goes. I'm trialing it out, but I'm like feeling good in it at the moment. I'm feeling good energetically. I'm feeling good trialing to, you know, punch my shadow side in the face when like I feel that scarcity moment to be like, no, everything will be okay. You'll be all right. And you can do this. Money flows. Money is, you don't need to be scared of money. If you're scared of money, like Bria said in her video, if you're scared of money, money's scared of you. So do not give out those vibes. So I'm not giving out those vibes. I'm going to try and attract that. And that's why I'm sharing that with you guys today. Now, I know life is not all about money. And realistically, when you think about it, it's not actually money. It's not the physical thing of what money is that humans are attracted to. It's what you can do with money that is what is attractive. So the ability to, you know, provide for your family, to support other people, to achieve the things that you want in life, to do the things you want in life, the freedom and flexibility that money allows. Because if you think about it, right, you have, you know, a metal object with a $2 on it or whatever piece of money that you want to think of. It could be a $100 note. Without any value to that, it's just a piece of paper. It's a piece of like metal. Without value to that, humans have constructed this as a value system that money provides this value to you. But it's not the actual item that provides the value. It's the concept and it's the energy that is associated with that being that exchange of money or that value of money. That's the exchange. So anyway, I didn't think I was going to be even talking about all this today, but this is what happens. I'm going on a ramble today. So anyway, I just wanted to basically say I'm in the depths of like, okay, trying to have an abundance mindset, trying to build myself up as a person to be more open to opportunities, open to believing the world wants abundance for you and wants to work with you to create abundance if you choose to accept. I just hope one day I can look back on this video and be like, look at me now. But like, anyway, like I didn't even know. This is me just like literally just like, I have no script here. I'm just pouring my heart out really, to be honest, and just kind of sharing this. But that's kind of just mentally where I'm at. I just want to say thank you for your patience with me. And again, this video is actually so rambly. I was going to do more in this video, but I just rambled on too much. I'm doing the best I can as a mum and trying to show up and maximize my time. Like today's a day, my content creation day, where I'm just doing the best I can to do what I can build something here online, basically. And so with that said, I've got lots of video ideas up my sleeve, I really do. It's just kind of having the time to actually create them. That's my biggest issue at the moment. But I just want to say I am going to, I know this is not Clipart related, but I am going to be showing you guys, because now we hit 1,000, I'm going to release all of the secrets about my product photography. As I said, once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a product photography video sharing how I do my product photography for my Teachers Pay Teachers resources. So stay tuned for that. That is a promise that I'm going to do that. I know it's not Clipart related, but I know that there are some of you that watch my channel who are just Teachers Pay Teachers resource sellers. So if you have basically an iPhone and you have PowerPoint, you can do this obviously without an iPhone, but PowerPoint is the main thing that I do my product photography in. But there is a little secret that I will let you in, and I promise you it's gonna be worth watching that video, because I'm letting you in on some secrets with that. So that's to come, so stay tuned for that. For now, I'm just gonna say thank you so much once again if you've chosen to join me on this journey. This is getting way too long, this video, but thank you for sticking around if you've watched it all the way to the end. Have an amazing day, wishing you health, wealth, and happiness. Adios.